What's good, guys? Welcome to another video, and as you can see from the title of this video, today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why semen retention is going to change your life. So I'm truly convinced that this practice is so important for every single man to at least try once. It's absolutely crazy to me that the majority of men are not aware of this or don't even see the value of this. And by the way, guys, I can totally understand that this is a very lonely journey. You're stuck in your bad habits, you want to improve your life, you're not able to take action, right? But there's no one on the same path as you. The people around you simply don't understand you. So I just launched a community where you're going to be having access to me with weekly video calls, access to a private community, and plenty of different courses, resources, worksheets that will help you. I just made it dirt cheap so everyone that wants to get access to this and wants to level their life up will have the opportunity to do so. And the price is going to be increasing after the first 15 people have joined the community. So if you want to get the cheapest price possible, you can check out the description link down below to get access. So as you guys can see, we have three different pillars, three different categories of benefits right here. So first of all, it's psychological, then we're going to go over lifestyle, and then we're going to be going over mental health. So the first thing that's going to happen when you stop watching the dirty websites, you hop on semen retention, and you actually start to overcome your urges, is that you will start to gain self-control. And the reason I put this first is because this is the most important thing for any man to master. If you do not have self-control, you're gonna feel insecure and you're gonna become weak, right? You're gonna become a weak man. This is why we see so many weak men these days, right? We no longer have self-control, we no longer have discipline, and we all feel weak and guilty and we're not able to take action. The reason this is happening is because you have no self-control. This is truly important to understand, because if you're continuously doing things you don't want to do, but you do them anyway, this will crush you. This will, you'll build yourself to the ground because you cannot trust yourself. It's impossible to feel confident, because confidence literally means being secure in your own actions, being secure in your ability to get things done, right? If you're not following up with what you're telling yourself, right? Or deep down inside, you know, I shouldn't be watching these websites, or I shouldn't be doing or sleeping in, and you do it anyway, right? Even when no one knows, you will know. And this is the most crucial thing to understand. When you hop on this journey, guys, you're going to master self-control. You need self-control. If you hop on semen retention, self-control, without it, you're just not going to make it, right? So this is the ultimate test for your self-control. Seriously, think about it. How can you ever thrive in life? How can you ever feel confident? How can you ever take action with confidence? How can you actually move forward in life when you cannot even trust yourself? When you don't even have the control over yourself to overcome your urges? Because these low-level behaviors, these urges that are constantly keeping you down to the ground, they keep you stuck, right? It's as if you want to fly, you want to grow, but you cannot grow if you still don't have the control, right, to overcome these freaking desires and things you no longer need in your life. So the second psychological benefit you will start to see is that your lust will decrease, right? Your lust is going to go away over time, because what you're doing is that you are no longer fulfilling and acting on the desire of lust, because that is what you're doing when you're constantly releasing, right? Besides just draining your actual physical energy and spiritual energy, right, you're also creating more momentum in your own mind, and you're enhancing the lust. Because as we know, or as you might not know, whatever you, if you have a lustful desire, if you fulfill the lust through acting on the desire, it's going to come back a lot stronger. But when you're able to overcome the desire of lust with self-control, over time, the lust is not going to come back as strong anymore. So this is something to understand about lust, guys. Lust will destroy you. The reason why it will destroy you is because it's emotionally driven, right? You're acting out of an emotion. You're not being rational anymore. We all know this feeling, right? You're fully in lust and you walk around and the only thing you can think about is literally having sex with every single woman you see on the street. You're not rational anymore, right? You're emotionally driven. In this emotional state, you're going to be doing things that are not going to be good for you, but in the moment, they are going to feel very good. But please understand this. Things that feel good in the moment, a lot of times aren't that good in the long term, right? And you're not able to see that if you're in the emotion of lust, right? It takes you over. You become emotional and you're no longer rational, right? And this will freaking pull you down like nothing else. So the next benefit, guys, is that you will, or your whole body, right, your system is neurochemically balanced. Your whole nervous system, your dopamine, your reward system over time, it's going to be balanced out again. So overall, you feel a lot more balanced. Your body is no longer in a state of peaking and up and down and up and down, right? Because that is what you're doing when you're constantly releasing. And next to that, you constantly reward your dopamine system. So when you're constantly releasing, you're also a lot more tempted to fall victim to other pleasures in life. Here, another exciting part, right? I do love to talk about this part. So this is lifestyle overall, right? How is it going to affect you in your overall lifestyle? So a lovely thing and a lovely benefit, and a lot of you guys who absolutely love this, and this is what attracts many men to go on semen retention, and that is absolutely fine, is that you're going to become more attractive. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. What's going to happen, guys? There is bro science to this, and there is just, I don't know, logical science. I don't even know if that's a thing, but let's start with the bro science. You can agree with this or disagree. I'm going to be honest, there's no proven science of this idea, but it's funny to think about this. When you don't constantly release, or let's say what happens when you release, what are you telling your brain? You're telling your brain you are constantly having sex. You're constantly like completing your biological mission. Right? Because this is the highest priority of your body, right? It's to reproduce. If you constantly do this, if you do this so often, your brain will constantly think that you have everything you need. Why would you want to go out there and improve yourself? Why would you need to go to the gym? Why would you need to eat healthy? Why would you want to build that business? Right? Your brain doesn't think like that now because there's no point, right? Because you're achieving everything you want already, right? This is what is happening, guys. So the reason you become more attractive, and this is the bro science part, right? So what happens is that when you don't bust a nut, or when you hop on semen retention, your body thinks, shit, I'm not having sex right now. I need to become more attractive. So actually something scientifically proven is that your testosterone is going to increase after 7 days. This will drop back down again after about 14 days, but you will actually see an increase in testosterone. But what you'll feel, and this is something I experience, and this is something plenty of other men experience as well, is that you become more driven, right? You become more inclined to level yourself up because your body needs to become more attractive. It's like your brain telling yourself, dude, you are not getting laid. You need to become more attractive to other women. So you start to gain more characteristics of becoming an attractive man. You're driven. You want to go to the gym. You want to improve yourself. You want to build your body. You feel the need to take action because currently, right, you're putting yourself into a little bit of pain when you hop on semen retention. Normally you'd waste it away and it's like, oh, whatever, right? There's no motivation to even speak to women. Why would you speak to a woman when you can just open your laptop, right? There's no chance your brain is going to go through all the shit of speaking to a woman when you can just open your laptop. That's just not going to happen. Naturally, what's going to happen as well is you will gravitate towards growth. Naturally, you will gravitate towards wanting to level your life up. Naturally, you gravitate to things that are more delayed gratification. Right? Naturally, you'll gravitate towards self-improvement. Naturally, you gravitate to wanting to improve in life. Right? It's just this urge within yourself to just go at it. Take action, like a gravitational pull towards these types of things when you hop on this journey, and you will realize that. So another thing is you will be more productive. And one of the main reasons you're going to be more productive is because you are no longer as lustful. Your mind isn't filled with all these sexual thoughts anymore. And actually, you will start to gain more clarity. And after a while, being on this journey, you will truly start to see what matters. You're no longer in an emotional state of lust, right? You're no longer emotional. Whenever you're emotional, right, you're not thinking properly, right? It's just the emotion carrying you away. And you take actions that don't align with your best self. But when you hop on semen retention, you become more rational. You're able to think and see clearly. And this is why you become more productive as well. You're no longer distracted by all these urges and desires and emotional thoughts all the time that pull you away from your goals, right? You want to go that direction, but all the freaking desires in you pull you, right? It pulls you that way, pulls you that way, pulls you that way. When you hop on semen retention, you gain a self-control you were not aware of back in the day. With this self-control, you're going to become more productive. So another thing that will happen, guys, is that you will be able to see clearly. You're able to see clearly what matters and what doesn't matter. You will look back on your life and you will think, wow, look at all the stuff I was doing. It just messed me up. I couldn't even see clearly. Because when you're in the middle of your guilty thoughts, of your shameful thoughts, of all the insecurities and all the self-doubts, You cannot see beyond that. But once you unplug from this whole system of thoughts, right, you're actually able to see clearly, and you're able to see that little bubble, right, in your own mind you were in back in the day. You're able to see it from an outer perspective. And this will create a lot of clarity, right? This will create a lot of growth. This will create a lot of new goals and clarity in your life, because now you're actually able to build a vision for yourself. Now you actually start to know and understand what you need to do next, because these desires are no longer pulling you. This lust is no longer pulling you left and right, right? You start to feel strong within yourself with more direction, more mental clarity. You're able to understand what matters and what doesn't matter on the long term. You're able to see more long term. You're just able to look right through all the BS, because you are no longer indulging in these low level behaviors. You're no longer watching all the content that is messing up your brain and your reward system. Now you're actually able to function properly. Now you're actually able to see what it's like to feel mentally clear and mentally strong. This is the way, it's like it's your natural state. This is your natural state. But all this junk you've been consuming, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? It messes you up. But you realize, after all, this was my natural state. I'm supposed to feel confident naturally. I'm supposed to have a clear sight naturally. This is what it is. This is what it feels like to be a man. This is what it feels like to be in your masculine energy, right? But so many men these days we don't even know what it's like anymore. Because we're so just distracted by all this BS, by all these stupid habits. They don't serve you, they keep you low. They rob you from your potential, and they rob you from your growth. I truly care about this, guys, because it's shit. Like, it's useless. Get it out, right? Alright, guys, so the other third category right here, the benefits you're going to be experiencing, is going to be mental health, right? Who doesn't want better mental health? Mental health is worse than ever these days, right? Women struggle with mental health, men struggle with mental health, and the main reason men struggle with mental health is, once again, because of all the junk they're consuming, right? The habits they do on a day-to-day basis, the things they put in their body. How can you expect to have mental clarity when you continue to put all this junk in your body? When you continue to hang out with the people that drag you down? When you continue to indulge in lust? And you have no self-control whatsoever? Of course, you're not going to be able to push forward in life. There's no way. So that is another benefit of hopping on semen retention. You're going to, first of all, become more emotionally resilient. You become more emotionally strong. You're no longer in the mercy of your emotions. You're no longer in the mercy of all these negative thoughts floating around in your minds. You actually feel stronger. You feel a sense of inner power within yourself that has always been there, but you haven't been able to see it, once again, because you've been filling your mind with junk. You've been constantly watching the dirty websites, and you're wasting away your sexual energy, so you don't even know what it's like to feel emotionally strong. So another benefit of hopping on semen retention, and this mainly also has to do with no longer watching any of the dirty websites, is that your social anxiety is going to decrease. For you guys that don't know, back in the day I used to struggle with a lot of social anxiety, and that was also during the time when I was fapping a lot and I was watching the dirty websites. Watching those dirty websites will mess up your brain. It's going to mess you up completely. You're not able to look properly into the world anymore. All you'll see is just this messed up vision of the world, this messed up perception, right? You're not even able to see people anymore. Your whole mind is just messed up with all these freaking images, right? Your social anxiety is going to decrease. You're just able to see humans, right? And next to that, because you are retaining your sexual energy, naturally you're gonna feel more powerful within yourself. Like, let's say you make it to your first week of semen retention, right? And back in the day that was very difficult. Maybe you thought that was even unachievable. Or maybe it's your first 30 days, right? It depends on each individual where they are at in their journey. You're going to feel powerful and you're going to feel good about yourself. And because of this, there's no social anxiety. When you're fapping all the freaking time and you're releasing and you're watching the dirty websites, you are carrying around this guilt and this shame. Right? That is maybe not conscious, but it's unconscious. And people notice that. And that's why you feel socially anxious. Because there's all this guilt within yourself. You feel so low and so shit about yourself because this is something you're constantly indulging in. When you hop on this journey, this will decrease, right? It's not going to just disappear. It's going to take some time. Right? I'm going to be honest. And it can totally go. Guys, I no longer struggle with social anxiety. I can honestly say that naturally I feel confident. I feel fine. Back in the day, I couldn't even speak in a group with more than 4 people. Like, I couldn't open my mouth. It was really that bad. Like, it was really bad. I can no longer imagine any of this. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It's crazy to think about, but I know what it's like. So another benefit is improved relationships, whether this is with your partner, your friends, your family. You're starting to feel good about yourself. You're starting to feel proud. You're starting to feel energized. The better you feel about yourself, the better you're able to connect to other people. You're just more open in general, right? You're feeling good. You're more open in general, and you're just way more likely to connect, because when you're in this state of guilt and in shame, you don't want to connect. You cannot connect. You repel people out of your life, or you're attracting the wrong people, right? That are in the same state as you are in. But once you level up, you increase your emotion, your default emotion, your vibration, the way you're feeling about yourself, you will start to notice you will outgrow people, and you will start to attract different people in your life that resonate with that. This is something many people forget, but once you really hop on this journey, you're going to lose some people. That's very much possible, because the majority of people will not understand this journey, and that is totally fine. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because many of you guys are watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. So click the freaking subscribe button. I would highly appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.